at the WRPB studios. Businesses all over are putting ads everywhere that you can find them. They're on social media. They are your pop ups when you are scrolling through something on your phones. Everywhere you look, there's something going on to promote business. And it's not just commercial businesses. Small businesses are getting on the bandwagon now so that they can push their agendas for people to reach out and find them. But you don't always know what direction to go in or even where to start. I have with me today Batu from Beyond Marketing and Web Design. Thank you for coming in.
Thank you. Thank you for having me.
Batu, tell me what Beyond Marketing and Web Design is first.
So, Beyond Marketing and Web Design is a digital marketing and web design company. We specialize in SEO, paid ads, web design, obviously. So, we like to serve the local Treasure Coast area. Being an established business owner in Stewart, Martin County since 2021, I think I have a pretty good understanding of what the community is looking for as far as, when it comes to people looking for businesses online. So I just want to start a company that is transparent, honest, and that's not going to lock you into monthly or yearly contracts like these other marketing agencies out there. So really, I'm just a real business owner based in Stewart, Florida, trying to help other small business owners in the community.
So, let's talk about the importance of marketing for a minute. Is it enough anymore to have your sign on the road? You know, you put a big old sign out on the road and everybody drives by it twice a day. Are they noticing you anymore?
Yeah, I mean, if that's all you're doing, it's definitely. I mean, I'm sure people. I mean, who's driving by and has a piece of paper and a pen ready to write down what's on the sign, anyways? I mean, maybe they take a picture of it. I mean, that's good. Stuff like that is good for brand recognition. For example, having a Instagram or a Facebook page, pumping out content on a daily basis is really good for brand recognition. But as far as trying to get more leads coming in, you really need to know where the community is going to look for services. I mean, if you ask me, I go on Google. If I need something, I go on Google and I type in the type of service, and then I go off what Google gives me. So you really got to know how to rank higher on Google, and it goes a lot further than just creating a website. There's a whole structure behind it, and it goes as far down as meta tags on your website, keywords. You got to put in codes on your website. Basically, what SEO is making it easier for Google to understand what your website offers. So when people search a certain service, they can link your website to it and show your website higher on the list. So as far as signs on the side of the road go, it's good for brand recognition, but you really need to get some professional SEO done if you want to really stand out.
So, the ultimate goal is to drive people to a website.
Yes.
And what kinds of things do I need to put on a website to get people attracted to me?
So a very good optimized website, it should be clean. You shouldn't have too much animations on there. I know the animations look really cool, but it slows down your site speed. And what happens when you go on a website and it's taking forever to load, you just X out of it and you go to the next one. So you want to keep it minimal. You want to keep it classy. You want to make it optically, attractive. But besides that, besides making it, look good, there's a lot of stuff that goes on in the back end, like I mentioned before, your meta tags, meta descriptions, and then you have what else do we have? We have, of course, your keywords, and you can't just stuff a bunch of keywords in there and hope that Google picks it up, because Google's algorithms are very smart, man. Like if they notice that you're just keyword stuffing in there, they'll flag that and they'll lower your ranking. So your keywords have to be very naturally flowing within the structure of the page that it's on. You don't want to constantly repeat keywords on every description, on every section. And another good thing with keywords is you can add keywords with local service area, so that helps Google put a location on your business. So that's all on the front. In the back, you can implement codes on your website that the Google algorithm just scans and reads and picks up immediately before it even crawls your website. And those are really the key factors in getting to rank high on Google.
When I'm looking at the website, you know, I've looked at a lot of websites,
Yeah.
and you know, you see, you land on a home page, and it gives you some basic information about the business, and then there's an about tab.
Yeah.
So now you get deeper, and then there's a team tab. So now you start seeing the faces of everybody there, and now you've got a contact. Do you need all of that there?
You do. You definitely need that. So with Beyond Marketing and Web Design, there is three web design plans. So one of them is basic, which is minimal. You get 4 pages, and that's the bare minimum you could do on a website. You have to have a about. Um, you have to have a services page. You have to have a home page. You have to have an about page, and then you should have a contact page. So that's bare minimum. Google needs to see all 4 of these pages, and then the second tier will be adding like another 5 pages, and then the premier tier of the program would have up to 20 pages. So it's really important because Google. So you have to make the whole key here is to make it easy for Google to understand. Now, if you didn't have the about, where are you going to really go into detail about yourself and your company and what you guys do? I mean, yeah, you could put that on the home page, but the home page should be just like an introduction, a brief introduction that leads into other pages. So the about section is important, and you can put some keywords in there also. You could put service areas in there. So the about section is important. The team section, if you were to decide to have a team section, that's very good for the client to see the faces behind the company, to see
Sure.
who they're going to work with. And the contact page is just, that's call to action there. You have to have that. So
So you focus more, you said, on Google and where it goes.
yeah,
What are, there's, I'm sure, several marketing tools out there
yeah,
that probably I don't even know about. TikTok is the big craze right now
it is.
with what's going on. Is it advisable or necessary to have multiple social media pages? Do I need to be on TikTok and Facegram or Facebook and Instagram and
Yeah, unfortunately, yes. It's I have accounts on all social media platforms. I do post daily on Facebook and Instagram. I'm still working on the TikTok thing. I mean, we post daily on there too, but it's important to have all those social media accounts. I think the biggest benefit from the social media is the brand recognition. So the community
Mhm.
sees your logo every single day. There's a post. There's like a do-it-yourself content, or there's an introduction, or just people seeing you posting daily lets the community know that you're active. You're you're working in their community. So some people call my other business, Home and Beyond Services, say that they found me on Facebook or they found me on Instagram or they always see my posts. So there is
Mhm.
benefit to that, absolutely. But when people are searching to get something done, um, they're not going on Facebook. They're going on Google. They're going on Yelp or Angie's List or Microsoft Bing or Yahoo.
So the internet is obviously a big part of making sure that your marketing strategies are in place. But it turns out to be more than that, doesn't it? You can't
Definitely.
rely on the internet to build your business for you.
No.
What are some of the other marketing things or marketing tools that you would say would be advisable for a business?
N- Non-internet?
Non-internet.
Non-internet would be a local chamber of commerce is very valuable. They have great networking events that you can go and meet members of the community and put a face on everybody, and they can actually see who you are. That's a big tool there. You can be a part of the Better Business Bureau. That's a good marketing strategy. A lot of people go on there, but that's internet again. But they all have networking events. So the Better Business Bureau, Martin County Stewart Chamber, they all have networking events. Networking is huge. It's very important. That's one of the key things. And repeat customers are always great, or referrals are always great. Word of mouth, word of mouth is great. That's free. You don't
Sure.
have to pay anything for that. All you have to do is just do a good job.
So I don't have to go out and spend thousands of dollars on pens and
Mm,
sticky notes
no,
to make people come and do business with me.
no, you don't. I would not recommend doing that. I would recommend if you're really just trying to get, I mean, business cards, yeah,
Hmm.
business cards would be great, especially in those networking events. Getting a business card, um, maybe with a QR code behind it that leads to your website, so people have it and they can scan it and they can go right to your website. Yeah, but that's about it. I mean, you can get, again, brand recognition, getting pens with your logo on it, or getting flyers, or shirts to pass out at these networking events are always a good tool.
Yeah.
So.
So why marketing? What got you started here? What brought your interest to get into a business like this?
Okay, so I never planned on it. It didn't really happen intentionally. So my first business, Home and Beyond Services, um, I started that in 2021, and I couldn't afford to pay a marketing agency, thousands of dollars a month to handle
Hmm.
my website, my SEO, and my ads and stuff like that. So I'm grateful to have the friends around me. I have two friends, right? One of them's Anna, the other one is Dave, and they have helped me tremendously because they are in marketing. So they work for, large marketing agencies, and they handle accounts for like major corporations across the country. Um, so they kind of held my hand through the process when I first started my business and walked me through it. They did most of it for me. Um, charging me like minimum compared to what a real marketing company would charge. But the whole deal was from the start was I want to learn how to do this.
Sure.
I'm sorry. I want to learn how to do this. So yeah, I would just watch what they did. I would ask questions, and over time throughout the years, I started picking up on what they do and how they do it, and then I would try to implement the things myself, and I would call them and ask questions if I'm doing it right, if I'm not doing it right. And throughout the years, I think I started my second year in business with Home and Beyond Services. We were doing a lot of marketing with my marketing budget started to expand on the second year with Google Ads. And I want to say up until about a year ago, I was spending so much money on Google Ads every month, man. It was ridiculous, like over 5,000 a month just on Google Ads. And and then one day, who was I talking to? I was talking to Dave, and we were going over my campaigns and my marketing strategy and everything. And he's like, "Hey, man, did you know you're ranking organically, like top three?" And I was like, "Oh, am I? That's pretty cool." I said, "All right, that's cool. So, like, how do we make that better?" And he's like, "We can make it better, but it's great that you're ranking organically top three, which kind of makes me think, why are you paying so much for ads if you're ranking organically?"
Hmm.
So I asked him, I'm like, "So you're saying if I cancel the I'm still gonna rank organically?" He's like, "Yeah, organic ranking has nothing to do with your I mean, with your paid ads." So from there, I gradually lowered my budgets on Google Ads, and I concentrated more on organic results, and I started really diving deep into organic growth. That's where the whole web design came in, the SEO, the keywords, meta tags, the codes in your website, and backlinks to your website. So I really took a deep dive. It was like I dove into a rabbit hole. It was just crazy the things that I found out, the things that I learned, and so from that, after ranking organically, I pay $0 for any kind of marketing, any kind of
Well,
listing, any kind of search engine. So I canceled everything, and I'm still Home and Beyond Services is ranking um, most days number one, but other days at least top three for three key search terms on Google. So once I was
nice.
able to establish that, hey, you know what, like I'm ranking organically, like I've learned how to do all this stuff and I've tested it and, I worked on it myself for like a year. Um, I said, you know what, I want to help other local business owners do this without spending thousands of dollars on marketing,
Yeah.
because there's a lot of little tips and tricks that I can give that'll really boost your organic ranking, and the sooner you start the better, and you don't have to spend thousands of dollars on Google Ads. I mean, yeah, if you want immediate clients, immediate leads right now, I would recommend doing a somewhat moderate campaign to get some work coming in. But in the meantime, the goal is always organic ranking. So you could do Google Ads or you can do Angie's or Yelp, which I wouldn't recommend Angie's or Yelp. I would just say Google Ads. But in the meantime, learn how to do the SEO so that within 6 months or to a year, you can completely cut out the Google Ads and now you're ranking organically. So that's how Beyond Marketing and Web Design came to start, man.
Nice.
It all originated from my first company, Home and Beyond Services. I had to become the resource that I needed for Home and Beyond Services.
Hmm.
So once I mastered that, I decided to branch out and start another company to help the community.
That's awesome.
Thank you.
We're coming around to the peak of our time, but to tell us how to reach you.
Okay, so phone number for Beyond Marketing and Web Design is 772-285-0070. You can find us online at www.beyondmarketing-webdesign.com.
Fantastic. Thanks for coming in.
Thanks
Appreciate
for
that.
having me, man. I appreciate it.
Folks, marketing is important. You've got to get your name out. And, you know, from a business standpoint, it's not always easy to be the person to take care of that because you're working to facilitate the other needs of your business. Reach out to the professionals and let them help you. Reach out to Batu at Beyond Marketing and Web Design. He knows where he's going, he knows what direction to take you in, and he's going to help your business grow. We'll be back.